As we begin our study of trigonometry, it is important for us to establish a bit of vocabulary. An angle is a shape formed when line segments intersect. The corner formed by the intersection is called the vertex. One of the two lines is called the initial side and the other the terminal side. We use these to decide which way we're measuring this angle. The choice of the initial side and terminal side is context dependent, and in many cases it doesn't even matter. The one case where this is extremely important is when we're drawing angles in standard position. This means that the angle is drawn on the xy plane with the vertex at the origin and the positive x-axis as the initial side. In this case, angles into counterclockwise direction have a positive measure, and angles into clockwise direction have a negative measure. You might notice that there are multiple ways to measure an angle. For example, this angle can be measured in either the positive or negative direction. When two angles start from the same initial side and end at the same terminal side, we say that we have coterminal angles. In fact, any angle has an infinite number of ways to measure it, as we can wind our way around the angle as many times as we want and in either direction. Geometrically, there is very little reason to do this. However, we will later see that there are contexts in which this makes sense, but for now we will mostly just stick with the natural geometric angle. If the initial and terminal side are perpendicular to each other, we say that they form a right angle. If the angle is smaller than a right angle, then we say it is an acute angle. If the angle is larger than a right angle, but does not exceed the angle of a straight line, we say that it is an obtuse angle. When labeling angles, we often use lowercase Greek letters. Traditionally, we use theta, but you will also see alpha, beta, and gamma sometimes. Later on in class, we will also use capital Latin letters, specifically when we're labeling the vertices of triangles. If two angles combine together to form a right angle, we say that they are complementary angles. If two angles combine together to form a straight line, we say that they are supplementary angles. These relationships are important in trigonometry. In the next video, we will talk about ways that we can measure angles.